Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is April 22nd of 2021, Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well. I apologize for not doing the normal screen recorded video just inside my laptop. The farther that I go in eastern Turkey, the closer to Syria I get, having some issues with connection and Wi-Fi at these different hotels. And a lot of these areas don't even have hotels. So yeah, I've been lucky to find this town where I've been able to stop in between Cappadocia and hopefully seeing Göbekli Tepe. Yeah, so anyways, let's get right into it. So the total value locks in decentralized finance is at $58.6 billion. Continuing to see that rise up. We saw that break past $60 billion just a couple of days ago, but on Sunday we saw that kind of quick flash crash. Now we've seen some things recovering. Ethereum is popping back up, while Bitcoin kind of still is lagging behind. A lot of people are seeing Ethereum as kind of being this next move forward, and I think this will be great for the altcoins. We just need to see that Bitcoin dominance drop, and ideally you see the massive boom in altcoins when not only Bitcoin rises, like let's say Bitcoin would go to that 70 to 75K level that I've talked a lot about, how I think once we go to those levels, if you think this is a correction, if you think people think this is the end of the bull run, just wait till we get to that area. Now, I personally don't think we're going to see the end of the bull run until, there's going to be a lot of points in time where people are going to be shaken out, in my opinion. This is one of the things you have to understand with this bull run. It's not necessarily different. People say in market cycles, oh, it's different this time. No, I don't think that at all. But I think if you study these past market cycles, for example, just look at 2017, the closest crypto bull run. In this individual bull run, we saw 5. And by the way, I apologize for that little there. Hiking in Cappadocia, this crazy cliff I was trying to scale. It's like thousands of years old. They had this painting up there. I think I showed it in one of the other videos, but it was anyways, it was crazy. I literally had to free climb it, and I had to dig my hands into this rock wall, and it kind of messed up my hand a little bit, but you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So anyways, as I was saying, in the last bull run, basically we saw about 30 to 40% corrections. So you think, 60 to 50K is a lot? Well, just wait till the 30 to 40% corrections. We could go back down close to that. I mean, maybe not around the 20K level, but I think 30K isn't unreasonable in my opinion. That would put us, let's say right now we drop around, we drop close to 50%, we would be at that level. 40%, we would be closer to 35, 40K. But again, people are ringing the bell right now, and they don't understand. Study these past bull runs. If you're just using one type of analysis to form your opinion on, okay, this is the end of this market cycle, I personally think that's a terrible way to think, because you should be combining really 4 main key elements, at least in the crypto space. In other spaces, you don't really have the on-chain analysis, so it really creates for a better situation for us in the cryptocurrency blockchain industry, because we have on-chain analysis. So you have fundamental, technical, sentimental, and on-chain analysis. You kind of want to combine all of those to help at least form your opinion. Nobody has a magic 8 ball or can tell the future, but the main thing is being able to at least use these tools, help you kind of leverage these and move forward based on that. So now we see Maker dominance is at 16.44%, DeFi Pulse Index at 492.73. So yeah, Maker, as I talked about yesterday, it took the spot back from a Compound as being kind of the top dog there. And we'll move on to juicy NFTs. So $3.1 million in a daily volume. It's crazy. NFTs continue to pump. People thought this was just one thing. I mean, I personally think NFTs will drive probably the most mass adoption to cryptocurrency, because it has a huge use case. You can literally tokenize most things in the world, and especially non-fungible things. So anyways, maybe I'll talk about BitClout in a video soon, but it's kind of crazy what's going on in BitClout in my opinion. It's a little bit concerning, especially kind of in the scammy stuff of cryptocurrency industries. Typically in the past bull runs, in the past cycles, there's always kind of one thing that is the scam thing. Is it ICOs? Is it rug pulls? Is it founders leaving? Is it what's kind of going on? And in this one, it might be something like BitClout. It's a little bit concerning with celebrities getting into this industry, and people investing in something like Dogecoin, getting it up to $40 billion. It's pretty concerning in my opinion, because it shows the potential for someone to blow something up that really doesn't have intrinsic fundamental value, and people aren't really investing wisely. So anyways, now some altcoins to look at. So Injective Protocol, this is one that I've harped on. Injective Protocol is incredible. Bird.Money, people thought this was a scam. I do not think Bird.Money is a scam, especially in the Oracle industry. If you're looking to get in early on something where really the kind of Bird.Money's niche is bringing a credit score. So let's say you're using Uniswap, or you're using the PancakeSwap, like a different decentralized exchange, which is what Injective Protocol is. I'll talk about that in a second. But first, Bird.Money. With Bird.Money, it's basically like you're using these, but instead of not knowing who you're interacting with, you get to see, okay, what's this person's kind of crypto credit score? You could kind of call it that, like I don't want to say a social score like they have in China, but think about it like a credit score. Like banks don't lend money, or they don't let you lease a car, or let you get a loan if you have a bad credit score. So you can do this on the blockchain, but without having a middleman. It can just be purely objective. So instead of going, oh, maybe you grew up in the wrong neighborhood, you grew up in the wrong family. No. It's not about that necessarily, which can affect your actual credit score. But if you're interacting with crypto protocols and you don't have a bad score, you can get potentially a better rate with Bird.Money. Whereas something like Chainlink or API3, it's kind of like a one-size-fits-all approach. But Bird.Money kind of adds this another aspect to the cryptocurrency industry, which I think is quite interesting. So then if you're looking at Injective Protocol, what's so interesting with Injective is it's basically taking all these different decentralized exchanges, having basically the lowest possible fees. I mean, you think PancakeSwap has low fees, which, again, we started talking about PancakeSwap at $1. I think it has much, much more room to grow. We could see a $100 cake token, which would be crazy. That would be a nice little 100x gain there, which would be pretty incredible for anyone watching this channel, especially in the early days. So, yeah, that's definitely one of those things where I would love to see it. We've talked about a lot of great projects that has really blown up, but a PancakeSwap, I think, by far is the most quality one that's done a solid, now around a 30x since when we started talking about it. So Injective Protocol, essentially what they're doing is, instead of having Uniswap or PancakeSwap make the pairs, you can go on and create your own custom pairs. So you can trade literally anything that is tokenized. So think about that. You're creating a whole economy around any single thing that is tokenized. So let's say you want to tokenize, for example, a property here, like here in Turkey. This is what I've been so interested in, is emerging market real estate, kind of putting this on the blockchain. And I think creating a decentralized way of doing this without having kind of a middleman is so powerful. And that's really what Injective Protocol does. And again, I think the fact that not only you can do this, not only does it have low fees, but you can really create any sort of any sort of kind of trading pairs, and you can use this with NFTs, you can use this with so many different things, but again, you can use this with stocks, different synthetic assets. But yeah, I think when you combine like something like Bird.Money with Injective Protocol, where, okay, let's say somebody wants to come and trade in your, let's say you have like a decentralized tokenized real estate for Germany. Let's just take Germany, for example. Well, do you want someone who's been involved in rug pulls, been involved in scams in the cryptocurrency industry? Oh my gosh, no. Okay, I apologize. They always do the prayer at the beginning of the night. I thought that was going off. This is just an announcement. Okay. Anyways, I hope that's not too distracting. But yeah, that's part of being in Turkey. So anyways, as I was saying, would you rather have someone that's trusted or someone that has been involved in all these different things? Well, if you're just using something like Chainlink, or you're just using API3, Band Protocol, Umbrella Protocol, all oracles we've talked about on the channel. Luckily that popped off. We'll wrap it up here in a second. But anyways, when you're only using those, you don't have this ability to see, okay, do I trust this person I'm interacting with? And the beautiful thing, yes, in the cryptocurrency industry, the main kind of thing that I focus on is you don't have to trust someone, but rather you can verify. So you can have a verifiable true thing happening on the blockchain, instead of having to go, okay, do I trust this person? With money is a big thing to trust someone with, right? And that's kind of part of this cryptocurrency space, is investing. And really, Bird.Money helps you kind of add another layer on this. If you think about like layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 solutions, in my opinion, this is adding a huge layer onto oracles and really creating for a very interesting thing. We started talking about Bird.Money a long time ago, and now it's really popping off. It's done around, let's see, like a 3x since we started talking about it. The other thing that's popping off is Maker, Radium, Uni, Solana. So we talked about Solana in the other video, but I think that's about it for this one. Maybe I'll just recap what Solana is if you didn't watch that one. Yeah, so Solana, you want to think about it kind of as like a decentralized clock, or you kind of think about it as, they call it proof of history. So the problem is a lot of these blockchains, a lot of these kind of smart contracts like Ethereum, Polkadot, Cosmos with Atom, you have many different ones out there. But one of the main things, in my opinion, that they don't have, and what the founder of Solana realizes, there's not really a consensus agreed upon timestamp or proof of history. So the reason you need this is because on the blockchain, each of these different chains have a different TPS, which is transactions per second. So let's say you only have 30 transactions per second like Ethereum. Well, guess what? Solana has 50,000 TPS. And this is because they have Gulfstream, which again I talked about in that video, and this proof of history. So again, they kind of realized that you need this kind of consensus, agreed upon timestamp history, essentially. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. I apologize if it was a little bit bouncing all over the place. Typically, I'm a little bit more organized when we do the computer ones, but Eastern Turkey's thrown me for a little bit of a ride. I enjoy it. But anyways, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.